it up for Mr. Locario.
It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy. The dating game was good. So listen, I got a couple of emails that I'm going to talk about today because I've been getting a lot of emails and I want to get to all of you guys' emails. You feel me? So keep sending the emails. Make sure you only send them make sure they're only like a paragraph, 2 paragraphs the most. I've been getting dudes sending me novels and stories and shit and just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure they're short and sweet. You feel me? All right, so this first one, it says, yo, Mr. Locario, what I notice a lot is that random old ugly women start talking to me about random shit and they're cooperating well in the conversation. I wonder, why do these women do this? Are they just bored or are they somehow feeling me? Not that I want them, but it's sad it's never young hot chicks who want to start conversations with me. All right. So this is the thing, you know, with like older women or, you know, and you're saying that they're old and they're ugly or whatever. So the thing is this, like, hot chicks, right? They get dudes talking to them all the time, right? So they feel that they don't need to say anything to anybody. They feel like they don't need to strike up a conversation with anyone because, you know, they're always getting hollered at. So even if they wanted to talk to you, or let's say if they were interested in you, they don't want to risk getting rejected and get their ego hurt. You understand? So they're not going to go up to you and say anything. They're expecting you to come up to them and say shit. Not saying that, you know, no hot chick will ever come up to you and say something, right? Because that happens here and there. But generally, since the chicks are hot, they always get guys who are going to approach them anyway. So when you have chicks who are less attractive, they have a harder time, you know, getting the type of attention that the hot girls are getting. So they will, you know, put in a little bit more effort than the hot chicks are putting in. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why you get, you know, the more unattractive chicks trying to holler at you. You feel what I mean? But either way, you know, if you're trying to holler at chicks, just holler at them. Don't sit there and wait for chicks to holler at you. It's good if, you know, if it happens, and if a chick is choosing you and making shit go down, then it's cool. But, you know, other than that, it's like most of them aren't going to holler at you anyway. And the ones that you're talking about, you know, the older, unattractive chicks or whatever, sometimes these women will just actually just be talking to you just to talk. You understand? Because, you know, when a woman is older, and let's say she's old and she's not that, you know, she's not that attractive, you know, she's basically just having a conversation and it's nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what type of conversations they're actually having with you, if they're trying to, you know, flirt, if they're trying to make something happen. But a lot of times these women will just talk just to talk because they like to talk. You understand? And they're used to having conversations and they're used to, you know, having to talk anyway because they're on some unattractive type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So they've had to do that for a while. So they're used to that. And when they see you, they'll just have a conversation with you. You feel me? So that's where that, you know, shit comes from, right? So now let's move on to the next question. Let me try to get a couple more of these. So it says, this next one says, is it thirsty for me to try to talk to random females on a college campus? Also, what is the best way to get girls interested in me in college without looking thirsty? All right. First of all, guys, stop with this whole thirsty shit. Okay, stop worrying about appearing thirsty. Because when you worry about appearing thirsty, you are going to hinder your success with approaching women and talking to women, because you're always going to be wondering in the back of your head, oh, should I go and approach her? Am I going to look thirsty? Should I say this? I'm going to look thirsty. So stop worrying about looking thirsty. Just holler and talk to the girls. Now, when you talk about, you know, getting girls on a, you said, what's the best way to get girls interested in me in a college without looking thirsty or whatever? Well, getting girls interested in you, or, you know, you hollering at girls, either they be at college or wherever, you still approach and talk to them like you would approach and talk to them anywhere. The thing is, in college, you know, you have more access to women because there's women walking all over the place. You understand? In the college. And, you know, it's since they're there all the time and, you know, shit is going on, a lot of things are going on, and, you know, you're always around them, it should be easier for you to get that access and to talk to them. right? So you just go up and you approach and you talk to the chicks, like you would talk to them anywhere else. And guys, remember, if you need help on talking to women, go to my website, MrLocario.com, and get my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. I got a whole chapter just on that. You feel me? And also join the Bad Boy membership, because I got a lot of audios and videos talking about how to, approach girls, how to talk to them, how to find out if they're feeling you, all this other good stuff, right? So go do that, all right? So let me try to get one more question in here. Hold on. All right, this one says, Mr. Locario, I have yet to understand the true purpose of a date. I know it makes the girl easier to smash, but I want to know how, though. What does the girl think when you take them on a date? All right. So, you guys ask some interesting questions. All right, so the purpose of the date, right? The purpose of the date really is for, you guys to get to know each other. You understand? A lot of dudes, they just want to smash, so they're like, I'd rather just hook up without having to go on a date. But sometimes you want to actually go on a date to see the type of chick you're dealing with. See, me personally, I like to at least go on one date, or go on the date first and like probably get a drink first before I end up smashing the chick, because I sort of want to feel her out to see what type of chick she is, where her head is at, make sure she's not crazy, make sure she's not on some bullshit. So the date really is just for you to sort of, fill them out, see if you want to see them again. So let's say you're not just trying to smash, let's say you want to try to, date around, get a girlfriend or whatever it is. You're still going out there to see, what's good with the chick. You understand? So the purpose of the date is for you to see that, but also for her. So, a lot of chicks, they sort of want to also peep out how you are. You understand? But there are also chicks who will go on dates because they're attention whores, girls who want free meals, girls who, are just bored, so they'll go out with anybody just to, have a good time or whatever it is, right? But the thing is, I always tell guys is that you don't necessarily have to date if you just want to smash, because you were saying, I know it makes the girl easier to smash, and dating doesn't technically make it easier for you to smash. You understand what I'm saying? What makes it easier for you to smash is if you, make it known through your, what you're saying or how you are when you're around her, that you actually want to smash. You understand? That you actually want to have sex with her. You can go on date after date and still not have sex with a chick. You understand? Because you're not really putting that intention that you want to have sex with the girl, right? So it doesn't make it easier to smash going on dates. To make it easier to smash is that you just have to basically hit a chick up and try to smash. You could go on a date and still try to smash and get that popping. But the date within itself doesn't make it easier for you to smash. You feel what I'm saying? But just generally, the purpose of the whole dating thing, again, is to really just get to know the chick, for her to get to know you and all that other good stuff. So you can sort of just fill each other out. But again, if you're just trying to smash, you don't technically need to go on dates. You feel me? And actually, I have a program on my Bad Boy membership. Guys, it's called Just Have Sex with Her. Okay, that's the name of the program. It's called Just Have Sex with Her, how to, just get sex without going on dates, right? So if you guys are interested in, just doing that, make sure you go to badboymembership.com and get that program, all right? So that's it, guys. If you have any more questions, click the link below, and I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.